I just graduated from my master's. Seeing as I don't start my graduate position for another 3 months, I'm thinking, wow, I've never had this amount of time ever to read so much, even though I'm traveling a lot for it. But I'm hoping that I'm gonna get around to a lot of books this summer, and I'm really hyped about reading for the first time in a while. What better way to hype me than to like make a list, make a to-do list that I need to accomplish, because my brain works like that. Here are the 16 books that I want to read in the next 3 months, which is a lot of books to me. That's 1 book a week, but I only read about 25 books a year. I'm gonna try and like double, triple my speed of reading in the next 3 months essentially. I finished my master's like a week and a half ago, and I already started reading straight away. So I've already read the first book of the 16, which is Pumpkinheads by Rainbow Rowell. I rated this a 3.5 stars. I thought it was cute, like it was really cute, and I read it in like an hour. But graphic novels, they count. Secondly, I am reading a book that Ariel Bissett recommended like a million times, and I watch her a lot and I really like her, so I wanted to read something that she recommended. That is Motherhood by Sheila Heti. Currently reading this, I am nearly done. I've got less than 100 pages to go, so I should be able to finish this within the next 2 days, because I'm going on a trip in 2 days time and I want to finish this before that so I don't have to lug this around. I'm enjoying this. I feel like I enjoyed it more at the start and it's sort of petering off towards the end, but we'll see how the last 80 pages come out. But yeah, right now it's like a 3. Number 3 and 4 on my list are Yotsuba 7 and Yotsuba 8. I don't like to pick up all of them at once, so I don't want to read more than 2 probably this summer, because I get sick of them pretty easily, but I do enjoy them as long as I read them here and there, and they're really easy to read, so this is going to help me accomplish 16 books in the next 3 months. I also want to read Kafka on the Shore by Murakami, like so bad. I don't know why I don't already read it. I've been meaning to read this for months now, but I keep not picking it up. I really do enjoy Murakami a lot. I've already read 2 of his books. Actually, that's a lie. I hated Norwegian Wood, but I really loved Wind Up Bird Chronicle, so I'm hoping this is more of a Wind Up Bird Chronicle. This is one of the thickest ones I have on my list, clocking in at 500 pages. This will be more of a slow burner that I just want to read throughout the entire summer. I'm hoping to pick this up after I finish Motherhood, essentially, and then maybe read some Yotsuba in between when I get a little bored. I'm actually going to Japan, so I also might want to save these just for when I go to Japan. That's a really good idea, Cara. Never Let Me Go by Ishiguro. I think I'm gonna like this. My brother read it, really liked it. My dad read it, didn't really like it as much. I usually like dystopian, and this is dystopian, I think, so I really want to pick this up, and it's also shorter. It's 280 pages. Next is a book I got for my birthday from my boyfriend, and I was so excited to own this. I don't even own the first in the series, I guess, but it is The Testaments by Margaret Atwood. I am obsessed with this. This is beautiful. I don't own many hardbacks, so when I own a hardback it's like a big deal because it's really pretty. But yeah, I really loved Handmaid's Tale. I think I mentioned it in my first book video I ever did, actually, that I really loved it. And so I'm so excited to read this summer as soon as I can. This is also one of the bigger books on my list. 415 pages. The next 3 books are also a bit of a testament to Ariel Bissett and the constant influence that she has upon me. I really value her opinion. I really like her channel. I watch it constantly. I'm like pretty much obsessed with her. And so these books I found through her. The great thing about these is that they're so small. I think they're mini penguins or something. Like, they're called penguin moderns, but they're super small. They're about 50 pages each with not much on each page. So I'm hoping I can get through all 3 of the ones they picked up this year. So I got Why Am I Not Gonna Buy a Computer, which is the one that Ariel Bissett read, and that's the one I was first introduced to, so I picked that one up. Also picked up Shirley Jackson, The Missing Girl, because I love Shirley Jackson and I love gothic horror, so I thought that this would be a good one to add to my collection of Shirley Jackson that I want to read. And lastly, a bit of notes on nationalism from George Orwell, because I love George Orwell. So this is 8, 9, 10. This is clocking in at 10 books now. Hopefully, oh my god, I will be impressed if I even get through all that. Another 2 really shorter books on my list. Firstly, The Convenience Store Woman by Sayaka Murata. This is also a Japanese author. So for some reason, I don't know, I'm just really getting into Japanese writing at the moment for some reason. If you count Yotsuba, I don't know if that's even like writing. This will get me in the Japanese mood, or maybe I'll take it to Japan. That would be exciting. My boyfriend read this recently and he said I would really like it, so I was like, okay, I'll take it because it's free. Another really short book on my list is The Salmon by Neil Gaiman. In my favorite books of all time, I talked about how Neil Gaiman is one of my favorite new authors, and I was talking to my friend about him and how much I love him, and then she got this for my birthday recently for me. Super beautiful, super nice. I love color in a graphic novel. Number 13 is, oh my god, more Japanese. I didn't even realize how much Japanese stuff I had in here until I started doing this video right now, but I have so much Japanese books in this pile. So this is The Sailor Who Fell from Grace with the Sea. I've had this on me for a really long time, and then I lost it in my bookshelf for a couple years, but just then when I was looking at all the books I was picking out to read, I found it again and I was like, great, I can read this summer, because I want to find shorter books to read that are also on my TBR and on my shelf, because I want to get through some of my TBR piles essentially, rather than buying more books or getting more books from the library. Next, I have another classic that I want to get to this summer, Island of Dr. Moreau, and Other Stories as well by H.G. Wells. And I've read The Invisible Man, and I didn't mind it. I thought it wasn't the best, but I didn't mind it. It doesn't seem like there's too many pages for the other stories in here. It's mostly Dr. Moreau, so I might just read Dr. Moreau, and then if I feel like it, read the other stories afterwards. Ever since I watched the Treehouse of Horror Simpsons episode that parodied it, I've always wanted to read it. I bought this earlier this year actually online. It was just sitting on my shelf and it's really short, so I was like. And then number 15 and 16 is where I get a little ridiculous. Like, this is me being ridiculous and me like pretty much not understanding my own limitations. I want to read some fantasy. I have no idea how I'm gonna do that, but I want to read some fantasy. When I was at my boyfriend's last, I saw these books on his shelf and I wanted to read both of them, and I really liked the feel of both of them, so I was like, can I borrow those? Firstly, I got Eragon, and I also got Assassin's Apprentice. So if you're into fantasy, you'll know these books, but the thing is that they're gonna be really long. I know they're gonna, yeah. This Eragon's 500 and Assassin's Apprentice is a bit under 400, so maybe I'll try and read this first before I try and get to Eragon, because I want to finish at least one of them. Like, I think that'd be good, and if I could read both of them, that'd be amazing. It does depend upon how into reading I get over the course of the summer, whether I have momentum that keeps building or whether I just start burning out because I'm reading too much. We'll see. But yeah, those are all the books that I want to read. All 16 of them in the next 3 months. I have till the end of February to do so. Catch you on the flip side when I never actually probably do a wrap up of all this, and you'll never find out how much I read of this, because it'll probably be like 5